calling all unborn babies, expecting mothers, women, men, boys, girls, teenagers, preteens, college students, those are living abroad and nearby. This is your opportunity to get in exceptional health. Fit! Welcome, everyone. This is Estimate here to tell you all about Wealthy Health Counter Tacos, pages and scripts, Temple Health Eating to Live Life. And today's segment is about domestic violence, bullying, teeth fitness or teeth health, breast cancer, dental hygiene, and eye safety and injuries. Okay, very good. So you know it's gonna what? It's gonna always cost you something. Okay, fam. Let me put my microphone on because you probably didn't hear too much of what I said. Connect. All right, sorry, I normally had this all together, but I was so excited to get this all lined up. All right, and we have connection. Again, this is S. Missy here to tell you about Wealthy Health Counter Tacos, pages and scripts, Temple Health Eating to Live Life. And today's segment, again, as I said, is going to be about dental health, eye injury and safety, bullying, domestic violence, and breast cancer. That includes males because women are not the only ones who get it, okay? Just want to put that out there. All right, okay. Domestic violence and bullying. Domestic violence, we all know that is worldwide, nationwide, international, where there is conflict, mental, emotionally, socially, financially, economically, bound by those who are married or in a relationship, whether heterosexual or homosexual, and there is some words and there's action that come with the words, and most of the time it's consequences that come with it, and sometimes you can't see all the wounds. Sometimes you can't see the wounds, the emotional trauma that comes along with it, the verbal and all that is so deteriorating of a person's integrity and their sanity. It is emotional trauma, and we got to stop that. Most of the time it's from childhood or some type of trauma that happened when that person was a child. Could it be abuse? It could be different types of things, but it's not the person's fault who's in a relationship with you. So if you offender or you who's doing the abusing or the manipulating, you all need to go get some really deep help. If you need to cut ties and get out the relationship, do it in a safe manner. You have to talk about these things. Sometimes it's hard to talk about these things, but don't get to a point where you know no one's talking, but there's too much of this going on. You feel that certain kind of way, you can go to the gym. Take it out on the boxing thing. Take it out on the same-sex component at the gym, okay? This is a good workout. This strengthens your arms, okay? All right, but don't take it out on the person that's loving you, the person that's taking care of you. You know, I used to hear this say a lot. Don't bite the hand that feeds you. Don't do that. You feel a certain kind of way. Talk about these things. Get into a support group. Both of you all, whether you do it separately or you do it together. And if it's not fit for you all to stay, maybe y'all may need to take a little break, but don't break off, immediately. You have to talk about these things, and it has to be a gradual thing. But to stay in the game. If you love her, you love him, or you love him and you love him, or you love her and you love her, and you all see a future together, then let's work it out, fam. But if you don't see a future in it, you all have to make the best decision. They got many helps, and the helps are mostly free. So don't sit there and suffer. Don't do that. Get the help that you need. You need therapies, you need sessions, you need chiropractors. Yes, they might be able to loosen some things, what's going on. It's more than just a massage. Chiropractor is very intriguing and intellectual on the parts of the body that might be off. So that might be a great start, is going to see a chiropractor. Find out which one's going to be good on your pockets. Maybe your insurance covers it. I don't know. Your insurance might also cover the therapies that you all need to have. But let's get it done. Let's stop being, no. We're not going to no longer be victims. We're going to be victors. Victors. So no passing licks. No verbal assaults. I know, pressing through that. And it is not easy. It is not easy. But you all have to have a game plan. And be honest and be truthful. Get the help that you need. There's lots of free therapists. They got them online. You can sit like you're talking to somebody online, and you can go physically. I suggest you go physically so you can see the person, they can see you, and they can give you some tips. And it's just very important to see the person one-on-one, and they can give you some tips and some strategies. And you won't have any distractions on the device. Hey, you got notification. Oh, no, I need to call that person. See, you already distracted. So when it's online, that's what you're going to be. Oh, man, my music came up. Go in the person's office or clinic and get the help that you need. It's okay, babe. It's not that person's fault. Don't blame the person for what happened with mama or daddy or uncle or auntie or cousin that have done these traumas to you when you were younger. It's not that person's fault who's trying to love you. So let's be fair about the whole situation. Go get the help that you need. It's not going to hurt you. It's going to help you so that you do not continue to be a victim. So you do not continue to make other people victims. But you can be a victim. You can do it. You can break the cycle. It starts with you. Do you hear what I say? Missy said, it starts with you. I told you it's going to cost you something. God requires us to do many things, but he can't give them to us, the blessings, the favor, because we're stuck in stuck mode. So we have to break the mold and go get the help that we need. And if you want anything to be different, then you have to what? You have to do something different, fam. You have to do something different. You have to think different. Your mindset definitely has to change. The environment has to change. So sometimes you just need to pack up and leave a note or leave a recording. Something. Maybe you just need a break. Maybe you need a break. Maybe she need a break. Maybe he need a break. Be respectful. Leave with integrity. Bow out with integrity. And just get the help that you need. If you need to break camp, then break camp. Send what you need to send, which is something that was already established, like, bills or something. But break. Leave. It's hard to heal in a place that has had a lot of trauma. Sometimes you have to leave and go to a place of peace so you can have peace. The healing can start then, but it's hard to heal in the same place where the trauma and the tragedy took place. Okay? So that's domestic violence. There's lots of helps and lots of connections. NAMI is one. Domestic hotline, there's also, and when those who are in school, those babies in school, high educators and achievers and academic scholars, babies, there's also hotlines for you all. I think it might be it used to be see something, say something, but I don't know what it is now. But look on your school website. Everybody has a school website. Look on and see what is the bully prevention hotline or bully prevention text or email options so that you can submit that. You don't have to put your name, I don't think, but at least get it started. So you're not suffering in class. You're struggling trying to make your grades, and you worrying about this dude or you worrying about this girl, might mess with you while you're in the bathroom, throwing spitballs or whatever. You shouldn't be doing that, children. You should be riding the bus the way you're supposed to ride. You're supposed to be sitting in your class and doing your work and excelling, because God has greater things for you, but it's hard to get it if you're in jail. It's hard to get it if you're in ISS or OSS. You in detention again? You might miss practice. You might get kicked off the team. They will count on you, but where you at? You at ISS. You at OSS. You don't want to be in those positions. You don't need juvenile detention center getting on your ankles because of situations. All I'm saying, fam, babies, get your education. You're supposed to go to school, ride the bus, get your education. It's okay to socialize. It's okay to be a social butterfly. It's okay. Know your limits, but you need to study. You need to do the work, because your name on the paper, not mine. Your name's on the paper, and your name's going to get the grade. So if you want the grade in order to get the next step, the next level, go ahead and get on the National Junior Society, Honor Society. Get on there, babies. Your name need to be on there. Your name need to be on that list, so you need to do what you need to do. Do your best, and the Lord will do the rest. Don't do less, and don't be a mess. Do your best so the Lord can do the rest. Do not be a mess. Don't do less. All or nothing. All or nothing. All or nothing. It goes for you adults too. You know you got this upcoming exam. You know you got this exhortation. You know you got to do this test, or whether it's verbal or it's written or online. All or nothing. God does not want half-hearted souls, half-hearted members, half-hearted temples. He wants all or nothing. He don't want no hard-headed. He doesn't want anybody lukewarm. And you can see it in your own Bible. He said, if you lukewarm, I'll spew you out your mouth. Spew you out my mouth. He doesn't want lukewarm Christians, lukewarm believers. All out for God. Just like you want him all out for you when you're in dire need. You got your bills backed up. You got this, that, and other going on. You want all of what God has for you, just like he wants all of you, what he has for you, so you can launch and you can help others seek him. They watching you. They seeing you. They hearing what you're saying. And that will help people to see there's something about her, something about him. And guess what? God will do the drawing of men and women. If you lift God up, he will draw. He will do the drawing. And that means he'll open up other opportunities for you. But it won't get through if you in that spot where you're not growing. You got to get out of those areas that are not growth areas. So, keep your hands to yourself, babies. Like I said, take it to the gym if you want. That little guy's getting on your nerves, or because he got lunch money or whatever the case may be. Don't take it out on him. Everybody's struggling. They got all kinds of things going on. The government shutdown, and people losing jobs, people being furloughed, people completely being fired. They didn't have that expectation that they was going to get that slip. So don't make it stressful in your household with your parents, your grandparents, your guardians. Do what you need to do. Excel in those grades. Do not decline. Excel. Baby, did you hear me, nephew, niecey? Excel. You wanna hit something? Go to the gym. Go to the gym and work out. Ask your guardian to take you maybe on a Saturday when there's nothing pressing going on. Don't take it out on Jimmy. He trying to get his grades up too. All right, fam? Hands to yourself. Hands in your pocket, eyes in your socket. Hands in your pocket, eyes in your socket. Okay? Get them grades up. Get them grades up so you can be on the gifted and talented, so you can get on an honor national society for the young people. Get up there and start excelling. Get a part of the youth programs that they got. They got them at the library. They got all different places. Get involved, babe. Your community needs you. Okay? Get out them games. Let's just get out there and get your feet wet in the grass. Dig up some earth. Check out the earthworms. They doing work too. They may not take breaks, but we take too many breaks. Okay, so we got to change that, babe. Change that. All right. All right. So for our safety here, we always, see people wearing these. Well, they should be wearing them. I just say these are my old surgical glasses, goggles. Okay. Notice that they wrap all the way around. You see that? Did you see that? Did you see that? They wrap all the way around. All right. Glasses, easy, easy. That's how I got splashed with blood in my eye right up under here because I had somebody else put my goggles on. You put them on, okay? They all go on. These are like little eye shields. You want to wear these kind when you're doing work outside, work inside. That's going to have anything flicking in your eye, whether it's dust or whether it's wet stuff or dry stuff. Get your safety goggles. They don't cost but $5, $6 at Walmart. The ones that you need, of course, wrap around. They can be the fancy ones, however you want, but make sure they go around, okay? Like the bug's eye, like the bug's eye, what's that? The fly? The fly's eye go kind of go around. Yeah. Okay? You want to get the ones that's going to shield you because with any sparks or anything that could fly in your eye, now you got to go to the ER. Now you have like 2 hours to get this stuff together. Now you got to pause because now you have an impalement in your eye. You're going to be at the ER for about 4 hours. That's something they could just do in 20 minutes. I'm just saying. Make it easy on yourself. Safety first. Safety first. Get your shields. You can get them from the dollar store. You don't want to go to Walmart. You don't want to go to a hardware store. Go to the dollar store. That's what you want. You want to make sure you keep your eyes safe. Okay. All these little tiny little particles, tiny little vessels and veins. They hold dear to supplying the blood to and from the brain. All right. So the last thing you need is something impaling in here. Now you have caused an injury to your eye. And the vessels and veins got to do some extra work. You causing this because you did not use proper equipment. Okay? Safety first. Get them shields on. It don't take long. Easy breezy. Put them on, okay? Put them on. Safety first. Protect your eyes as they look up and down, Get them shields on. Get them shields on. Protect your eyes, okay? Unless you want somebody to guide you all the time, because you got a patch on and so it's messing you up because you can't see over here unless you turn your head. If you're driving, your peripherals all messed up now. You got to turn your head. Versus just being able to see straight. You can see over here, you can see over here. But your peripherals are off because you got an eye patch. You got something impaled in your eye. Probably one of the surgeries I did not care for. I was not good at the I was not good at the eye surgery. No. I would break camp. You need to get somebody out of here because I cannot do this. It was too much for me because the person was still talking. The person was still well aware of what's going on. I was not used to that. All the patients I've dealt with, they were all asleep. But when you do eye surgery, they're going to keep you awake. And that was just messing with. I did not know. Somebody should have told me. They should have texted me and said, hey, Missy, the person's still awake and they can talk. Well, if I would have known that, I would have never scrubbed my hands and put my gown on and down the glass, all other stuff. I would not have. That is not a surgery I care for. I do not care for that. But I did what I needed to do, and I'm like, okay, I can't take any much. You're going to have to get somebody else in because I'm about to pass out. It's just too much. Yeah. Anyway, eye safety. Make sure you take care of your eyes. You only have a pair. Now, you want to get on the donor list? Yeah. It's better have your own eyes that God gave you while using your mother's one. That's all I'm saying. Take care of the ones that's in your sockets. They play a huge role. And if you ain't careful, you might lose it because you do. Well, I do this. I've been doing it for 15 years. I can do it with my eyeballs closed. And then that one time, Rick, baby, that one time, somebody call your name or what, you turn your head now, No glasses, no goggles, no shields. You turn your eyes and you turn your head to look at somebody, and then now you got an injury, whether it's bleeding or it's impaled. That is dangerous, and it's scary at the same time. Okay, all right. Protect your eyeballs. You got to take care of them. All right. Okay. Now for your dental hygiene, listen, 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 listen. We don't want to end up with these kind of episodes. Okay. Now, this is about almost $2,000 worth of repair. Same thing when you take your vehicle to the shop and you haven't had maintenance on it. You don't get it maintained or looked at every so many, miles. I think it's 3,000 miles and such and such and such. If you don't get it checked, then it ends up with now you got to pay almost $2,000. Not just for your teeth, but for your vehicle. I'm gonna do a video on that in a couple of weeks. To maintain your vehicle, dental, medical, and mechanical. When I say mechanical, I'm talking about your vehicle, your mode of transportation. If you don't get that looked at, if you don't get your health looked at, and you don't get your dental looked at, it's always going to be a downward spiral. It's going to cost you more because you didn't maintain it on a regular basis. So you got to go twice. You got to go twice a year. Keep your teeth clean. Nobody brushes as soon as you finish your meal. Nobody. Oh, got to brush your teeth. Just finished my breakfast. No, you out the door because you running late. Even if you have your toothbrush at the house, or at your locker or in the vehicle, you're not thinking about brushing. But you shouldn't brush after every meal. But you want to make sure if you're not able to brush, like something you had that was a lot of stuff in your mouth or whatever, then you go ahead and drink some water. Swish, swish, swish. Swish first, don't drink it. Swish, swish, and then spit. Swish, swish, spit. Swish, swish, spit. And get most of the food out. Because the pockets right here in this space right here, that's where food gets stuck. Food gets stuck right here in these spaces. Can you see? Food gets stuck in these spaces. You can go ahead and feel. I know you get. I know you just feel like you got to go check it with your tongue. Right here is where the teeth get the food gets stuck. Okay. But anyway, this is about $2,000 worth of repairs of root canals. Yes, root canals are $789 to almost $1,000. You know. So it's over 2,000. Depends on what your insurance, where you go, You might can do it, installments or whatnot, but I'm saying if you would go to the dental office on a regular basis twice a year, you don't have to worry about that. Take care of your teeth. Stop eating that candy. I know it's Halloween, and in February it's going to be the same thing. The dental people wait for y'all. Oh, they can't wait. They cannot wait. They know that we're going to eat the candy from October all the way to February. Yeah. Did you hear what I said? Don't eat the candy. I know you're going to eat it anyway. I can brush my teeth. Yeah, but the damage is already in your bloodstream. You got it? It's not just surface. It's not just on in your teeth. It's in your blood too. All that sugar interferes with your brain activity, and it does over a period of time. By the time you hit 50, 80 years, 56 years, 50 to 60 years old, you start having little signs of Alzheimer's or dementia. Just saying. But anyway, go twice a year. Keep your mouth clean as much as possible. Even if you use a toothbrush, without the toothpaste, that's another way to get rid of some of those things in between your teeth, okay? Use a little flossers. It's better to use a real one. The organic, wax, floss, get in there, get in there, get in there. Get in there, get in there, get in there. Even little babies, y'all can do it yourselves. The floss is okay, but they don't really get in the spaces. They don't move and manipulate like if you have it freely wrapped around your fingers. They are okay, but get back to the basics. The unwaxed, organic version. Then a floss roll, spool. All right, take care of your teeth. Now here's some things that oh my goodness, yeah. So y'all know how to brush. You know how to brush, You brush. Change the toothbrush. every 3 to 4 months. You can get the motorized one. You can get the regular one, but change them out every 3 to 4 months. Go to see your dentist twice a year. Now here's some tips I use. This is one of my favorite. Every time I do this commercial, every time I do this video, I always forget to bring this, so I'm bringing it to you. I get a good picture, okay? You can get it from a health food store. I don't think Walmart has it. Target might have it, but a Whole Food store or a health food store might also cover these. About $9. You just see this cap. You shake it because it's gonna split. It's gonna split because it's got two different components in it: coconut oil and another oil and a few other things. But they're all organic and they're all from the earth. So you take the tap off after you shake. You pour just enough in the cap, just one capful. You swish it in your mouth. 3 minutes and up, as long as you can stand it. Do not swallow. Do not swallow. Tea tree oil and coconut oil and some other oil. You don't want this in your stomach, okay? So that's why it's small. It's a small cap. Put it in your mouth, swish. 3 minutes and more, and you spit it in the garbage can. And then when you rinse your mouth, you rinse your mouth 3 times in the garbage can. Because it's oil, and oil will clog up your pipes. Then you have to use Drano and other stuff to clear it out, okay? So it's called Desert Essence. Got it? Take a picture. Good toothpaste too. Fluoride free. I know they said fluoride is good. Use a fluoride free as much as possible, or organic toothpaste, okay? This is a good brand right here. Any Hello activated charcoal is a great one as well. But let's get these teeth going. So you don't have to spend the $900, $700 something dollars. That could be going towards your pockets. We know we're in the season. I'm switching gears. We know we're in the season of the sniffles and the little things that's going to be coming up. The sniffles, the sneezes, the coughs, because it's the season. It's not pollen, but it's the season. You might start doing the coughing and whatnot. So you can use one of these, and this is in the children's section. You can get this for your noses for adults and in children. But it's basically normal saline. It's squirt. You squirt in your nose twice a day, 3 times a day, 2 squirts. Push one in so it don't go out. Squirt, switch, squirt, and then blow your nose. Just have your tissue ready, okay? Because the idea is for it to flush the contaminants and any trash that's lingering in your nose, because you got hairs in there, and the hairs trap the dust and everything else so it doesn't go. Y'all seen the movie Osmosis Jones? Check it out, because it kind of give you an idea why he should have used this. Should just blow the doggone nose. And anyway, keep your nose clear, okay? This is the season where everybody doing all that sniffles and whatnot, and definitely take out the milk products, all milk products, when you have the episode, because milk products does increase the mucus of the snot. It builds it up, so you don't want to increase it. You want to reduce it. Drink lots of fluids. Fluids thin it out. This thins it out. And hot food, of course, like soups and stuff, they help thin it out as well. So that's the idea. It should take about 4 days, but you got to continue to do it. You can't be eating cheeseburgers and all other stuff. You have to eat homegrown, plant-based foods for 3 or 4 days. Popsicles, those are good. They help keep you hydrated, and as well as it's sweet too. But get the right popsicle, okay? Don't get the one that has the ink on it, because it's like writing with the ink. You write with your ink pen. It's the same thing, except it's colored. That's how you get the color in. But you got to get the right ones. You got to get the right ones. The ones that you want to get is look at the back of the ingredient. And if you see any yellow, red, green, blue, and it has a number on it, that is not the one you want to get. No. Put it back. Put it back and get the right one, okay? All right. It comes out sometimes. I've been hanging around a lot of Nigerians when I was at work. Okay. All right. So Rick, I'm retiring Rick for the day, because he really don't have. I just give him a little break. Anyway. All right. So the last thing I'm going to share. This is breast cancer and liver cancer. Like I said, breast cancer is not just for women, it also is for men too. All right. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to hone in some spaces because I got to look because there's a lot of stuff to catch. All right. Ready, fam? All right. All right. You listening? Did you even get your pen ready? You can't be coming on my show and you ain't got your pen. You know, I'm always going to give you some, give you some heavy stuff. All right. Heavy stuff. All right. Breast cancer. It affects 42,000 plus women. That's how many going to die. I hope you're not 43,000. I hope none of y'all are on this radar. But this is this year. 42,000 plus will die. 300,000 will be diagnosed with it with a 13%. For men, about 3,000 will be diagnosed. 510 will die. It's your habits, the radiation you're exposed to, the environment, the foods, and the medication. Those have huge effects on you getting breast cancer, liver cancer. Okay? Your foods. I'm going to tell you the 4 major components. Are you listening? The 4 major components of getting cancer. Like I said, there's always the group of cells that break off and go somewhere else and make a home in another place, another organ, and then, yeah, we got a problem. But God's foods, greens, beans, mushrooms, onions, berries, seeds, nuts, herbs, those are the ones that are going to stop it and increase your cellular levels. Did you hear what I said, fam? I know you like to have the things you like to have, but that stuff is going to kill you. It's going to take you out. If it's not that, it's going to be the medication. Look on the list. It tells you exactly what it does. You're taking something for one thing. It has 15 to 25 other things that it will do to your body. Just saying. We got to talk. We got to do a consultation, okay? Because it's much more I can share. All right. So part 2 for liver. It's called Hepatocellular Carcinoma. Cholangio carcinoma. These are dealing with the bile ducts, the most common part of it, and hepatitis C. The liver is the longest organ in the body. It filters from blood, produces from bile, and digests fats. It stores sugar. For breast, mostly men, 300,000, like I said, all those numbers I've shared with you. It's your habits. What you eating. Your environment. So the four categories before I close out. Your foods, your environment, that means the toxic stuff around you or the peaceful things around you that will not give you cancer. So believe it or not, it's the environment. The foods, the stress and emotional. And a lot of times, what you put in your body. And I'm not talking about so much the food. I'm talking about the things you put under your arm, the clothes you wear. All those have huge impacts, okay? Take care of yourself. This is S. Missy here to tell you all about Wealthy Health Counter Talkers. Pages and scripts. Temple Health, eating to live life. Now remember, as my sign always say, you ain't gotta brush all your teeth, just the ones you want to keep. So you want to keep them all, you gotta brush them all. Don't just be a front teeth brusher. Don't be a front row brusher. Brush all your teeth. All right. All right. This is another good deodorant here. See, it says aluminum free. Again, what you're putting in your body. That includes the hair products you're using. Some of them have PEG. PEG is the same thing as Roundup, which is the same thing they put on weeds to kill them. Look at those ingredients, fam. Reach out to me if you want a consultation. You know where you can see where I am at. Check out, subscribe. Click on those notifications so you can see more. Because there's going to be more. I've been having a lot of things going on, and I'm going to be determined. I'm going to do it today. I'm going to do it today. I'm going to put my video out so my people can know what's going on. Okay? All right, fam. So you all have a great and incredible day. No matter what. If it's liquid sunshine, enjoy it. I know the rest of the worms and the birds are enjoying it too, even though they don't really like the water, but they like the water because it is thirsting for their soul. Okay? All right, fam. Take care. Be easy. And remember, it's going to cost you something. Let it be greater and not the best, not the worst. Okay, fam? Be easy now.